When they hear Sandstorm and Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened, Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on a team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gamecocks will put total effort to crank us up. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cardinals offense will get the first possession of the game. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
Yeah, and you see the wide receiver, he's got to push up field, make it look like he's going deep, but does a really good job sitting down on that curl, catching the ball, and then as soon as you catch that thing on that curl route, get upfield, get positive yards. Nice route by that wide receiver.
Caught in the backfield, it's Brooks. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Shuck. Trying to get to it. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
They're bringing heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Looking for a block, it's McDowell. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Gamecocks offense has the ball for the first time. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get a back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
Quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. The running back on a linebacker, I win. But this guy is different. Interested to watch this matchup.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Here's the handoff. Nice move there. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
To the air, it's Sellers. They'll run the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Gamecocks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Give to the back. Sweet feet on the move. Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Shuck. He makes the connection. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. It's a draw. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. The Cardinals will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. Now the play fake. Unloads it left. He makes a catch. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Trying to find his man on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Sanders. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They'll line up for a second down play. To the air, it's Sellers. Finds his tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great defenses.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. He's looking to throw. Complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. They're trying to get to it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
South Carolina, 7, Louisville, 0.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Going up top on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward. Back to pass, it's Shuck. This time he's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to move it through the air. Shoots it to the left. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Cardinals line up to punt it away. Bringing it back, it's McDowell. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Getting some heat. Going to try to get it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
They'll immediately call timeout.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to go up top on first down. Feeling some heat. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cardinals!
How about the Hail Mary? Listen, you're supposed to throw that thing way up in the air. He puts it up in the air high. The defender, you're not supposed to try to catch it. You're supposed to knock it down. It gets deflected. And how about the concentration by the receiver to catch the football, make the play with all those bodies around him?
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And it's perfect.
The kick is good.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today. And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
Cardinals will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like trying to burn this defensive back. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Wide out in motion. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
The Gamecocks in the hurry up. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. The give to the tailback. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
The defense continues to have a great game. Both defenses have played well. These offenses are going to have to change something up, protect their quarterbacks a little bit better.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw, it's Shuck. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Lacey. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. To the air. It's Shuck. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. He got it. And with that, they've taken the lead.
That makes the score Louisville 10, South Carolina 7.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D-linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Gamecocks racing to the line in a hurry-up. Trying to pick it up on the ground. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, Play physical and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll ride the hot hand. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Brings up second down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary.
South Carolina.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Now they'll run the draw. Runs through the tackle. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Third down coming.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Fast motion from the offense. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Connection to the right. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. They try to pop a run on the draw. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Shuck. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled immediately after the catch.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. He's got the tight end. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of the DB. Nice job by the defense.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know on offense now you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Shows him that, look at that toughness, just running through everybody.
And I would have just loved to see him stay in bounds, fall forward, try to run somebody over, not get pushed out of bounds. You know, obviously the clock is one thing, but now set up in a big 4th down with the lead. What do you want to do on 4th and short?
And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Shuck. It's complete. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Got it behind the line. It's Lacey. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, but we've got less than a minute to go here. We've got to be more aggressive. We've got to take some shots and put some pressure on the defense.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
3rd down coming.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking left. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
He's taking a deep shot. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.